All right, folks, here we're just going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for attending today's webinar. I am Bernard Jeter with Insurance Advisors Direct, and I am the life and annuity specialist here. So what we're going to bring you today is a concept that has actually been working well for agents and myself with where the economic environment is going along. Folks aren't trusting too much of money markets or CDs, or a lot of folks, have money just laying around and they want someplace safe to put it. So that's what this presentation is going to be about today. And we're going to talk about single premium life insurance and how that can be a great alternative for what we call lazy money, or money just sitting somewhere, not really gaining any interest or doing anything, or what some folks may call mattress money. So here, let's go ahead and get started. First, we'll just talk a bit about Insurance Advisors Direct and who we are. We are a full service FMO located here in Michigan, Novi, Michigan to be exact. And folks, we have well over 30 years of industry experience, and we're all life insurance agents just like you guys are, and we are still practicing to this day. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is our 7 pillars of success. Now, 7 pillars of success is how we would call it our key performance indicators, and how we drive you all to be successful, be it, sales tools, marketing services, technology, product offering, administrative services, training and education, and lead generation. And this is how package and how we actually package it for you to simplify your selling success. Now, with that, we always want to, tell folks, you have to live your life, you completed AEP or you had a wonderful year, and we like to, show, how we are interested in our agents' success, and how we want to just show them a little gratitude. And last year, we actually went to Puerto Vallarta, 2024. This one, our next trip is going to be in the Dominican Republic, or, how folks may want to call it the Republicana Dominican. So hope that you folks will see you there in 2024. So here, let's get this started here. So what is single premium life insurance? And here's this little agenda for today. We're going to talk about what it is, what is mattress money, single premium life insurance options, benefits of a single premium life insurance, tax-free living benefits, be used for long-term care, actually a lazy money chart, or a chart that you can use with your clients. A lot of our agents, and again, myself, we're having success with that. And then a key carrier, and we're going to have a partner of ours, Chris Schiefer. He's going to talk about National Western Life single premium product. All right, so what is single premium life insurance? Single premium life insurance policy allows the policyholder to make one lump sum payment rather than monthly, quarterly, or annual payments. That lump sum payment puts the policy in effect at the benefit and the beneficiaries will receive a death benefit when the policyholder dies. Good thing with that is, Perkinson just dump a lot of money in there, dump their money in there, and just don't have to worry about those monthly payments. And personally, my clients, the ones that I have written these policies for, that is a key feature for them. They're like, and they call me Bernie, Bernie, I don't want to make these monthly payments. I don't want to make annual payments. Can I just get done with it? And you're like, yep, we can get done with it. So what is lazy money or mattress money? It's money in your life which is not performing well for you, and like little or making no money or very little money. And those accounts can be your savings account, money market accounts, money kept at home, even a certificate of deposits, or could be a brokerage account where you feel like it's not getting the returns that you're looking for. So whatever our options with single premium life insurance, the products available for that would be a whole life insurance, universal life insurance, and index universal life insurance. Now, what we found much success with has been the index universal life insurance. Like I said, and we'll get to that in a little bit later. All right, so benefits of a single premium. One payment and you're done. Like I say, my clients like it. Provides cash value that grows during the life of the policy. It avoids probate, so your beneficiaries do not have to go through probate. Tax-free death benefit to the beneficiary, and then tax-free living benefits if that is needed for chronic, critical, or a terminal illness. So let's talk about tax-free living benefits. Tax-free access to the policy's cash value is given for long-term care, and like I said, terminal illness, chronic illness, and critical illness. But let's talk a little bit about long-term care, because everybody, all of your clients are going to need some type of long-term care. I believe it's, don't quote me on this, about 70%, 65 to 70% of folks over the age of 65 will need some form of long-term care. And this single premium policy is probably a great option for that money that you have laying around. And then we also, get into long-term care hybrid policies using the cash values for long-term care. But the single premium policy is a great option for folks needing long-term care. So, and how does IAD, and this is all part of the 7 pillars of success. And in my department with the life and annuities, I mean, we're that entire back office support from you, from product education and training to your carrier appointments to case analysis, the sales tools and materials that will help you use to simplify your selling success, application creation and review. We go over all of your applications with you, review it, scrub it before it's sent in. We'll send that in for you as well. And then just overall business processing support, be it commissions or whatever. And that is basically how I run our life and annuity department. So you'll never be left alone. We're always here. And we also have our good buddy, Chris Schiefer, who will also lend a hand if needed. So let's do this. Let's talk about National Western Life, and then we'll get into the actual, we'll call it the lazy money chart. So here, Chris, here, you can go ahead and take this portion over. You're also able to, if you need to share your screen, let me know so I can stop mine and then let you go ahead and present anything that's needed.
So what would you like me to do right now, Bernard? You want me to kind of go over the product here with National Western Life?
That's correct.
All right. So National Western Life, everybody, is a product that, man, it's really pretty cool. Okay. It really is. Tons of business flowing into these guys. I know Bernard and myself have been helping people like, shoot, I don't know. We might do 3 or 4 or 5 of these things a day. With people, it's stellar, and the reason everybody's really liking it is it's a simplified issue. Okay, let's remember the big thing here is simplified issue. Okay, single premium IUL product. So what does that bring to the table? Well, it's a product that not only is it a single premium, but it's simplified issue. You're going to have underwriting approval within 24 to 48 hours, and the whole business start to finish should be done within 3 to 5 business days. They actually have made this a lot easier. There used to be a phone interview. There's no more phone interview. Okay. So what happens is you essentially meet with your client. You go over the pre-screened questions with them. Okay. And you could go over a medication list with them. Okay. And we could get all this to you afterwards. Those of you that want to know more about this or see that stuff, you let Bernard know. He'll get it to you and go over it. After you go through that stuff, you let Bernard know how much money they have, right? What would they like to put in it? And we'll get an illustration run for you. You get that done, then it's as simple as putting in the application. Could be done e-app or paper app. It's then going to go to the underwriters. What the underwriters are going to do is, honestly, you already know if you're good to go because you've asked the questions and do stuff, but they will take around 24 to 48 hours just to do a quick prescription check, MIB, and driver motor vehicle deal. Okay, so they'll check on some of that stuff, and the product gets done. You will have it'll be finished 3 to 5 days. You'll have a policy and able to deliver it within 10 business days. Okay. Now, when we look at this, the product itself, why clients like it is right now when they're sitting there just having this lazy money that Bernard was talking about, you're able to offer them an alternative that's actually going to be more liquid than what they're doing at the bank. Okay. The product's going to turn around and offer them a rate of between 5% to 12%. It's because it is an IUL. The IUL is going to give you the upside of the market up to 12%. It has a fixed bucket right now that's paying 5%. Okay. Actually, did I say it's going to give you up to 5? I mean, it's going to give you up to 12% with a 5% fixed. Okay. Now, here's the best part. It has a return of premium from day one. So your client essentially puts the money in here. They get the upside of the market without the downside. It's simplified issue. You get paid handsomely. You could talk to Bernard about that. And they have full liquidity. It's a return of premium from day one. Now, if they don't want to take all their premium, they have a 10% free withdrawal, and it is life insurance. They could always take loans out of it. So where's this fit? It fits for lazy money. It fits for people that don't like low rates. It fits for people that don't want their money locked up at all, but they'd like to earn some money. It fits for people that have a need for life insurance, right? Because it's going to give you that leverage on the life insurance. And what's very unique about this is it gives you 2% of the face amount for chronic illness or long-term care. Now, when I say face amount, it's actually the face amount at time of claim. So if you buy a policy and let's say you put in $100,000 and you get like $150,000 of leverage, right? You get $150,000 policy. Well, let's say you go out to age 85 and that death benefit's grown to $250,000. Well, that $250,000 is now your base for your long-term care. So that's the product in a nutshell. So it looks like what Bernard's bringing up here is the easy piece that Bernard has that folks have been using to actually sell this concept to their clients. And I want each and every one of you to remember the bottom line is this. It's liquid. There's a full return of premium from day one. All right, Bernard, go for it.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. So yeah, everything Chris is saying is 100% true. And this little form here, and all you have to do is, you present it to your client, and we'll run your illustrations for you and help you, put in those figures. But let's just say Jane Doe's a 68-year-old female. She has $100,000 in a CD. And, so then you're sitting down speaking with her and you have that illustration, you plug these numbers in with that 100,000 going into the National Western Life Single Premium, give you a death benefit of $155,724. Now, that CD amount, that's the premium that was put into the CD. So we don't necessarily call that a death benefit, but let's say that's the premium amount, the deposit that was put into the CD. With the living benefits, Now, as Chris was talking about earlier, let's say $100,000 on the CD side. The living benefits with the life insurance, let's say the young a lady, 85 years old, 2% of that would be, she'll have $224,145 available for her for the terminal illness or long-term care needs, which would be chronic illness or even critical illness. Was he talking about the liquidity? Sure, the CD is it's not 100% liquid there. You say you need that money, well, there's going to be a charge, even taxes that you'll have to pay on that. But with that return of premium on the National Western product, totally liquid, 100% liquid at $100,000. Now, here's a look at the interest rate. Just compare interest rates here. So I looked up interest rate, CD interest rate with PNC Bank, currently at 2%. And then as Chris was saying, fixed account with National Western is 5%. But then it's capped at, I think it's the Standard & Poor's S&P 500 is capped at 12%. So it's either going to grow between that 5% and that 12%. And folks, that's kind of a win-win for me. And that's how my clients, and that's how a lot of the clients with our agents here have been looking at that. They want safety, they want guarantees, and here it is with the single premium life insurance policy.
Hey, Bernard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you get off that screen, can I give one idea that I spoke to somebody earlier today about?
Oh, sure.
And I didn't want you to click the screen, so I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what happened, everybody. I was talking with a gentleman this morning out in New Jersey. Okay. And here's his thing. He had a client that had $100,000 that was sitting there, that was earmarked for his final expenses, and his two children were able to split whatever was left. And so he was not touching that money. It was just sitting there. And so what we did was we looked at this and said, okay, how much will it cost on a single premium to get him $100,000 death benefit? So we sort of did it in reverse. And what happened was we were able to take $47,000 and get the guy $100,000 death benefit. So what that did for this particular gentleman, his final expenses were taken care of, and his kids were able to then turn around and split the money. He knew that the death benefit and everything was going to grow. Okay. He knew it was going to grow over time. And lo and behold, he was able to now, the $53,000 that was left over from that life insurance policy that they bought. Remember, he had $100,000 and we only took 47. So that left 53. He was now able to take that. And you know what the rep did? The rep then put that into an annuity for this gentleman. All right. And was letting the annuity grow for a few years. And then he was able to turn it on and have additional income with that to help him have more money in his retirement and more fruitful. This guy was a little bit younger. He was like 64 years old and he was planning to work till he was 67. So the idea was, hey, we'll take this excess money, put it in the annuity, let it grow for a few years. And then when you retire, you'll have this extra money coming to you. So he really, really helped that client out with that idea. And one thing that I forgot to say on this call that I want each and every one of you to know, the minimum for this product with National Western Life is whatever premium it needs to get at least $25,000 of life insurance. Okay. So keep that in mind too. We're talking about 100,000 because me and Bernard, we see them all over the place, but you see a lot of people doing it with like 40, 50, 60, 100. I had one last week that literally the person put 500,000 in, but that was some oil person in Texas. But in any event, I hope that helps you guys out with that additional little idea of like, hey, with single premium life insurance, you could work it in reverse. You know, you
Mhm.
have somebody keeping 25,000 to cover their final expenses so they don't spend it, right? They're holding on to that. Well, what does it cost to get 25,000 of life insurance? Well, let's say it costs 20 grand. Well, now that lady, she's able to take that extra 5 and do whatever she wants with it, right? She could do something with that. And that really helps them out. So Bernard, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh, no, I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, actually, yeah. Do it reverse style. You can reverse it, find out the money that they have, and you can come back to us, and then we can put it together for you, and then you can how you present it to your clients. What I suggest is go to your Medicare clients and find out, because everybody, and trust me, everybody has, well, not everybody, but a good 85 to 90% of your clients are going to have some type of lazy money just sitting around and not knowing what to do with it, or they're scared with it. This is an excellent product to use. And this, I'll call it this little lazy money cheat sheet is an excellent tool to use as well. And it works, and it's simple. So with that, folks, you have any questions for us before we go on about our busy days? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to call each and every one of you. You're also going to receive this single premium life insurance lazy money cheat sheet. We can go over it in more in detail if you need to, just to make it, to simplify it for you, to make it even more simpler for your clients. So if that is it here, let me stop sharing my screen. So if that's it, folks, thank you. Thank you for taking out your morning. Folks, my whole thing is, we all have busy days, and, we stop for these webinars, and I just want to make our webinars as short as possible with the most information that grab you here. Let's see what we have here. Thank you, Britta. Thank you. All right, so folks, that's it. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be reaching out to you, and hey, make it work today. All righty, bye.